Hmm. Neutral creature.
Keep your wits about you.
All of this area is cleared out, isn't it? Worker. This area is still clear. The book is nothing. Nothing here. Oh, fucking not. Right, I'm just gonna run in and see what happens. Kinda hoping it's not too aggressive with the, well, you didn't do this thing. And it's like, well, I wanted to, but I couldn't really find it.
I always keep my options open.
My patience, you remember the way out. Dismissed. Hi, Jay. Well done. Well done, well done. As you put such harsh words into your mouth. You talk like an imperial clerk, not one of us. The woman who's standing with her back to you let an audacious sigh, and then her tone changed dramatically. Where's my cargo, Vladam? Barco has it, doesn't he? So how you do business with your old friends these days? So you don't remember? Then help will remind you. Guards, escort her out. Hidari moved. The massive guard leans down towards the woman and says in a lowered voice, Jay, get going while he's letting you. Go drown your sorrows at the Damascus and thank your lucky stars you're able to walk out the doors. You won't get the chance next time. The courtesy and tact no longer a valued commodity on foot for. Oh well, I'll find myself a better deal. She turns on her heels and heads towards the exit. As she passes you by, she gives you a quick once-over, winks at you, and then immediately turns away with a flip of her jet black hair. She seems cool. Madame Tosca, leisure footfall. Let us please proceed to my office and spread benefiting your visit. A visitor of your rank is waiting. Your entourage will be accommodated nearby. Hey, Banner. Ooh, food. Judging the servant gaze. Return that whole time. As Lord von Valancius, we mourn Lady Theodora's loss, and we hope sentiment is taken aside good intentions and willingness to cooperate. Ah. He knows who I am. Fair enough. I've done the update. I haven't logged in yet. I will be soon, though, at some point. Then I'm going to blitz through it. Under your guidance, the dynasty can recover from this blow and attain even greater power. I'm impressed by your prudence. Your decision to arrive on footfall incognito without announcing either the death of the previous rogue trader or your own status is quite wise. Hey, see? The rumor will spread sooner or later. It's impossible to keep secret something known to thousands of people serving on a void ship, but for now, you are free to reap the benefits of anonymity. Hey, he's going to keep me anonymous. That's cool. It's really good? Okay, that's good then. His expression's hardness, and he makes a frustrated gesture. A dead woman walking. Someone, however, still call it Jay Hidari, a small-time hustler with big ambitions that will lead to a sticky end. Would Imperium succeed? It's strange. A small-time hustler, even particularly audacious one, wouldn't likely quarrel in public with a figure as important as the Liege's footfall. What seems stranger is the Liege knows this small fry by name. She is irrelevant. Since I'm the one in control of the situation on footfall, I can speak on behalf of all of its noteworthy residents. An outrageous stunt, a show of disrespect for both you and me. Sadly, such incidents on footfall are akin to natural disaster, impossible to predict or preempt. They simply happen. Many consider footfall to be a pirate den, but believe me when I say there's a difference between organized crime and the gangs of thugs who have nothing to lose. You are attacked by the latter. The Anvers are a gang of punks who spit on our customs and hierarchy. Even their leader is more akin to an ideologue. A rabble-rouser who calls for people's heads. Not a commander. Sooner or later we'll find him and have him strung up. That will likely cool his followers' enthusiasm. Behind the carefully built facade of composure, you sense anger. It appears this man is not used to losing control, but that is exactly what is happening. I've been using my resources to delay the moment when the station is hit by famine. I haven't gotten around to the Anvers yet. As detrimental as they are no players. When their leader dies, the rest will scatter. Lost the assistant. Oh, that, yes, her death was a regrettable development. Rebelling. Xenos raiders are growing more frequent. Trade is suffering and fringe wells are going under. Rumors of atrocities being committed by enemies of humanity are causing excessive panic due to their exotic nature. The core of the Imperium forces the Cronus Expanse has departed the sector borders to command the Xenos threat. There's been no word from them for a while. Then again, with the distance of the current issue with the astropaths, that is not entirely out of the ordinary. Still, we're not yet alone. From several of the words worlds hit by Xenos attacks. We receive reports of fierce warriors who descend from the skies entering the fray. The fragmentary accounts lead me to believe that the blessed Adeptus Astartes are operating in the Cronus Expanse, and I await news of their victory with great anticipation. No, they haven't. Attacking Footfall in general is not a particularly reasonable thing to do. Many ships are docked here in any given time. Even the listed weapons on board them would make for a decent fighting force. And that's not even to mention the firepower that our esteemed merchants have shamefully hidden from the station's customs officials. Well. For us here, Xenos are more of a source of income than a threat. Convinced that your connections with Footfall allow for broadened knowledge and understanding of Xenos considerably. I'll see to it that your curiosity is satisfied in every way. Yeah! What sort of patronage do you seek from me? Protection, not military protection, but a different kind of security. You have, of course, already encountered difficulties with warp navigation on your way here. I'm afraid the scope of these difficulties extend far beyond this area. Reports disrupted routes and ships vanishing due to short jumps are coming in from across the entire sector. Communication with the Colexus sector has been extremely unstable. Of the ships that have dived into the moor in recent years, none have yet returned. The last ship that came through the moor from the other side was struck by a temporal anomaly. The jump took almost 2 decades in real space-time. Jesus. You have heard of periods of warp instability, including cases where the moor would become completely inaccessible for navigation for years on end, thus temporarily cutting off the Cronus Expanse from the Imperium. Even so, Fladarm's words are particularly alarming. It seems that something has a profound effect on the moor. This brings us to our main issue. Footfall is a repair shipyard and a trading post. We barely produce anything ourselves and are largely dependent on incoming ships, especially food shipments, and the station, naturally, has some reserves, but supply issues didn't start yesterday. Footfall would be obliged if House Valesius would assist by signing a contract for food deliveries. Actually, I've contacted other road traders, but in terms of House Cordia, I would have bled Footfall dry. As for the esteemed Calgos Winterscale, instead of a food shipment from him, I've received a transport, the Navisa, packed with refugees. I sent them off to Foulstone. So many extra mouths to feed would only worsen the crisis further. I suppose these warp fluctuations must have created more pressing concern for Lord Winterscale, and I put my faith in you, the third and last of the Footfall's allies. You are very perceptive. Well, now that you know what you're buying, your situation is difficult, but you shouldn't. But you should decide to offer your support. Should you offer to yes, but should you decide to offer your support, you'll forget about the existence of trading hubs other than Footfall, because you won't have more loyal friends anywhere else. So what are the terms of this deal? It's simple. Delivery of food shipments from your fertile worlds. Janus, I imagine. I'm quite familiar that the jewel of the Von Velasquez Protectorate in exchange for fair payment. Payment will be unfair, as I'll be robbing you blind, but you will remain in charge. Very well, I'll help with food shipments. I will help Footfall, but not out of desire for profit. I have no interest in obtaining any favors of kinds of becoming your patron, only saving people's lives. Such charity is a rare sight in Cronus Expanse. Even figures as powerful as rogue traders do not show it often. Thank you, your lordship. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not... My method here is not to get profit, it's to get contacts and reputation and, like, friends as such in high places. That, who knows, it could be a actual epidemic, or perhaps two families that started or just came down with food poisoning at the same time. We're on a space station. The best solution here is to isolate the area and wait for the problem to resolve itself. Wish to help these people in the quarantine zone. I will have medicine delivered to them from my ship. I can't bar you from doing so, but I can help. But I can't help but note that it's not the wisest course of action, with all due respect, your lordship. There's an establishment not too far from here. They let people torture fake Xenos there. I want it to stop. Will be dealt with. I have some questions about 4-4. Rest assured, I'll be candid. My lips are bound by the oath of service. What exactly interests you on Footfall? This abode of merchants, xenotech traders, and only a few bandits. Certain custom on Footfall. Any rogue trader arrives at the station, the dock is considered to be absolute ruler and the liege of the loyal servant. That makes me your servant. Ladam's arrogant bearing contradicts his words. As long as you reign incognito, it will be difficult for you to use these privileges. Keep this in mind if you wish to communicate with the lesser knowledgeable inhabitants of the station. For them, you are an ordinary visitor to Footfall. And I, in turn, will remember your gracious attitude. And I'll remember it when this esteemed Caligos Winterscale returns to discover that Footfall is no longer under his patronage. He'll be displeased upon finding his denizen encroached upon, and will try to take it back. And Caligos Winterscale's displeasure is very, very hazardous phenomenon. A fight between two rogue traders will ensue, and, as ridiculous as it may sound, its outcome will most likely depend on the allegiances of the station's humble liege. So I want him on side. You aren't wrong. My path was long and bloody, but in the end I rose from running the gangs that had staked its claim. Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? No one's banned you yet? Monitored suspicious user. Lol. Ban evasion, that's a funny one. Bot. Advertising. New botting services. Next. Verify. Block. Ban. Get fucked. Lost that account too now. Died to make this possible, and those who survived figured it would be more convenient to put me at the head than continue to slaughter the turf war. Can only hope that my elevation and the place that it came with it have done the station good. And what happens to you if I tell everything that I've just heard from the leaders to the other gangs? That sounds like that's a sound logic to have. The sharpest mind run the station. The administratum would have installed some pitiful clerk instead. Yuchi's allow himself such a thing. He holds the reins of the Xeno goods trade. The Kasbalaka mission, a criminal syndicate that has seized control of the entirety of the coal trade in the sector. Xeno's creations are in high demand, and so every single colony has a Kasbalakan agent or two. Opposing their commercial interests is a lot dangerous than their merchandise. Still, making friends with this organization is profitable as it's dangerous to make enemies of them. And it just so happens that I've managed to earn their trust and on footfall. They conduct their business under my watchful eye. Yeah, I am the main dealer on the station, and it would be disrespectful for me to suggest that you take your business to footfall traders of lesser importance. Still, you might take an interest in a few people of note. For example, Reverend. Yep, that's fine. This servant of the ecclesiarchy is rumored to purchase sacred relics from captains, and other traders don't seem keen on becoming his competitor. If you look for goods that can entertain you, find Octavia in the establishment called the Adeptus. Yeah, okay. The chemical bliss that she offers is refined and possesses a satisfactory degree of purity. Just don't ask her to pour you out a signature drink. It's meant for common footfall rabble, not discernible clientele. You can expect the most generous discounts. Okay. Fuck again. Oh, die plasma grenades. All right. Calm down. Stub revolver. No.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Is this it?
Is there money to be made?
Please report the inspections have been completed and all identified system failures have been resolved. The void ship is ready to depart for full. The crew is waiting for your further instructions. Also a number of issues that need to be addressed. Oh, fuck. Well... Give us a minute of your time, if you please. I am Bastian in Derama Bastalcordia, young cousin of House Cordia, envoy of Incendia Bastalcordia, rogue trader of the Greatest Expanse. By the grace I am of the most holy emperor, you must be an envoy of the other. I noticed that you arrived in your esteemed lady's ship. Cordia, they are some of the most influential road traders in the Cronus Expanse. Not on footfall. This station is under control of the House Winterscale. Something tells me we're about to hear the most curious offer. You've been the residents of the Liege, but I most certainly appeal to you for assistance in arrangement of ship for footfall. The Von Velasquez Protectorate is famed for the abundance of its main agri-world. Janus, it would be odd for him not to see such an opportunity when footfall's on the verge of famine. However, the Cordia dynasty pursues its own interests on footfall. We have already announced our terms to the Liege, but he's stalling. I imagine he hopes to get a better deal from you. The Cordia dynasty believes, Bastian smiles and gives a slight shrug, that cooperation would be preferable for both rogue traders' house. If you refuse Vladam, thereby forcing him to agree with a deal with us, the Cordia dynasty can promise you a share of the profits from the future contract, as well as certain other prerequisites. Everyone benefits. The Emperor's most loyal servant should be more concerned with carrying his will through the stars and less about divvying up profits amongst themselves. Magenta says disapprovingly, but quiet enough as not to interrupt the negotiations, especially when the well-being of one's Imperium's world is at stake, not even one such as footfall. Behind your smile, Master Bastian, teal shadows swirl. Others may not see them, but your worries cannot escape my eye. What are you afraid of? Your house's wrath should not be... Your house's wrath should... Wait. Your house's wrath should these negotiations prove fruit... Oh, right, okay. What you're afraid of, your house's wrath, should these negotiations prove fruitless? Or the wrath of House Valancius? They're coming again. Brothers are the ones who came before. I just don't get it. Do they have a death wish? Appreciate the warning. Turns around. Oh, he dead.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
I will take
17.
you down.
I wasn't fucking around this time. The second that she says something's about to go down, I fucking prepare myself. Not getting fucking ambushed. No shot. Oh? You ain't coming for a while. Alright. Pascal. Do the honors and fucking them guys up. That'll be great. Cassie, yeah, let's go.
Rejoice in battle! Faith without deeds is worthless.